Alright, hello, and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me. It's Gage. Sorry, I just finished eating. I'm still salivating. I crisped up those slices of French toast a wee bit too much, I think. I had breakfast for dinner. It was pretty good. Hello and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, Gage, your humble host. The humblest, one could say. So fucking humble. I can't even believe it. I don't think there's anybody who's ever been as humble as I am. And today, it's time for some more Final Fantasy XIV. I gotta... Okay. I keep experiencing, secondhand fandom drama. And I never know what the focus of it is. I only ever see... I follow, a number of people who are... It's the people that I found out about Mare Synchronos going down from, people in the FF14 fandom. A lot of whom are into, modding and roleplay and stuff like that. Not gonna name names. I'm not a fucking narc. But it's this weird thing where it's just I like Final Fantasy XIV. I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. It is, I would say honestly, one of my favorite gaming narratives. Not because of any sort of objective quality, but just because of how invested I am in it and how much just certain things have resonated with me in terms of its themes. So naturally, I know a lot of people in the FF14 fandom and from the FF14 fandom, and I follow a lot of people on Blue Sky who are kind of deeper into the fandom part of it than I am. What's resonating? Plot. And it's this weird thing where it's just occasionally I'll see... sometimes there's just very specific oh hey, this person is selling AI generated tattoo mods for people. Something that's very specifically called out. Other times I'll see 4 or 5 people all vague posting about the same thing that I have not even seen the source of. I've only seen the vague posts. And I think that means I'm doing a good job engaging with Final Fantasy XIV, I think, at least. I'm really not sure. I swear to God, there's one artist I follow who recently got super into Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm living for it. Was talking about how they thought they were going to he thought he was going to get in through the day without there being a main character, being very vague about what happened, so and then never elaborated. And I'm just it's not that I don't care to know. I love drama as much as the next person, you know? If something specific was put on my feed, I would be deep diving into that shit. But if all I'm seeing is vague posting, it's just there's a part of me that's just unless I'm seeing something specific, it probably isn't my business. I'm gonna go ahead and just water off a duck's back, you know? But it is definitely one of those things where it's I think I talked about this before, where it's just I feel, a lot of times I feel I've done a pretty good job cultivating my online experience when I only ever hear about internet drama, generally speaking, after it's happened, or like through like just kind of secondhand vague posting. And I appreciate that because I gotta tell you, I don't want to be involved in internet drama. Oh, internet drama is underselling it, but I don't want to be involved in that shit ever again. I'm gonna be honest. So I am pretty glad that my current experience is as it is. What's been going on? I don't really have any other like specific like FF14 news. We're doing the Rising today. I wanted to make sure that I got to the Rising while it was still running, considering it ends on it ends on 9/11. Excuse me. So thankfully we've gee, it sure fucking does, don't it? Yeah. Let me tell you about another calamity that befell us. I started that joke half-formed and could not think up a punchline before I got to the point where I really needed that punchline. So we're just gonna let that one sit. But yeah, I did want to make sure that I got the Rising in, and then once we're done with the Rising, we're going to be ooh man, we're heading into like the end of. We're heading towards the end of like base Shadowbringers. We're not in the final area just yet. We're going to be going into the second half of the sort of Kaluja zone on our way to Mount Gulg. And I don't know how much is there for that. I was talking about this with friend of the stream, Kale, earlier, about like how much is between where we're at. So Dick Cheney was an Ascian. Do we know any Ascians that have like shot friends of theirs in the face yet? I guess that kind of depends on your definition of friend. Regardless, Nabrialis. I suppose, perchaps. What was I saying? Oh wait, Emmett Selk. Has Emmett Selk shot another Ascian in the face? I'm getting off track. But yeah, I don't know, because we just did the solo duty where we kicked the shit out of Ranjit. So I don't remember exactly how much content there is between beating Ranjit to death and ascending Mount Gulg. But we'll find out firsthand, that's for sure. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think there's been any sort of like major FF14 news that I can think of off the top of my head. Like 7.31 came out, but I don't think 7.31 has anything I'm particularly interested in. Like my interests lie explicitly with the .XOs and the .X5s. You dig? I've been on the relic grind. Oh, yeah. I still haven't done the new Alliance raid. I'm way behind, and I need to do it soon because I need to start gearing up so I don't end up with like an embarrassing situation again where I can't do the next fucking dungeon and boss fight. You should do the new Alliance raid after Rising. No, we got New Game Plus to do. I'll do it at some point. Yeah, let's go ahead and get in there. Oh, so you mean so you don't need me to bail you out of your eye level situation again? Yeah, exactly. Of course that's what I meant. I thought that was obvious. Ah, shit, I accidentally opened Microsoft Word. Okay. We gotta... Where's my fucking controller? Here we go. Hey, don't forget the chat blocker this time. I won't. And she does look good in red. Hi, wandering minstrel. An adventurous ambition. The wandering minstrel is in search of inspiration. I completely forget. You know, I'm not going to do voices right now. I will save voices for when we get to Shadowbringers, but for the Rising, I'm not going to do them. Unless I see someone who deserves a voice. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Igald, it could only be a blessing from the Navigator that we should meet again here and now. You see, I've been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this Rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? Yeah. I am truly grateful. During the Rising, we remember those we lost in the Calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there is no better place for talking Limsa than the Drowning Wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Baderon, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Pretty sure Baderon talks with an accent, so I'm just going to read that straight. Wow, can't even walk over there myself. Oh, come on, what's the harm? There is one bit of Final Fantasy XIV stuff that I remember that I could talk about, maybe in a bit. What's the arm? You'll get yourself killed, that's the arm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do ye wants to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Urcha? Urcha, Urcha, 1, 2, 3, cha. Leave me alone or I'll tell teacher. Let's go. There's this place I need to go. The problem is the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. I need to be careful how I'm moving my foot or I'm going to yank my fucking Xbox controller off my desk. So please let me sign up. Do a voice for the baby. It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone what's clearly unprepared head out there and they end up hurt or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it had caused the guild's reputation, so ye can forget about signing up until you're older. Much older. Okay, I'll do a voice for the baby. No, I'm not doing But it has to be now, during the Rising. Why do you have to be so responsible? What? Comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. Grrr. Hey. Oh, she's a crafty one. Is everything well? Ah, sorry ye had to see that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer. But I said no and sent her on her way. The first "and" there doesn't need an apostrophe. It's not "and." It's just an adventurer. That's a serious grammatical error, and I think we should harass the devs on Twitter about it. Yeah, I think that's a good response. Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I ain't to impose, but do ye reckon ye could keep an eye on Urcha? Urcha, 1, 2, 3, cha. I'd do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. Uh-huh. The timing of the Rising seemed to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. Okay. I'm in your debt. Now the nearest city exits the Tempest Gate, over by the Aft Castle. I suggest ye begin by talking to Clindrail, the sentry yonder. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So apparently, there was a statement that was put out about some people. I guess like the last patch was really, really good for like the MSQ quests. There was like a whole sequence where there was like a puzzle you had to solve. It was really interesting, and apparently, people were really upset about having to solve a puzzle, and instead wanted it to just, and I mean, it's so weird. And I mean, it's kind of it's a more fraught discussion than I feel like it ought to be. Because I feel like, because like it's just video game difficulty by another name, right? Like one of those things where it's just like the idea is just like, if all that you want is to like go from point A to point B with no friction, no like actual activity besides walking, like what are you doing, you know? And this also kind of dovetails into like it. I talked about this a little while ago. It dovetails into the whole thing where it's just like, I feel like if I'm not careful, I'm going to make up a person who doesn't exist to get that was Thancred coded. I'm gonna make up a person who doesn't exist to get mad at, where it's just like, you know, you had people that complained about how like during Dawn Trail, it's just like, oh, the Warrior of Light doesn't actually do anything. We're so passive. And then we get like a main story quest where we're a very active participant, and suddenly we get people complaining about like needing to like do a bit of puzzle solving in order to move the plot along. And again, like I said, I'm worried about making up a person to get mad at, because just like there's just, even based on what I just said, there's no indication that those are the same people, is the thing. I don't know. I really liked the puzzle stuff. I thought it was very fun. The locker was the funniest fucking part of that whole quest. And if you know, you know. And I will not elaborate further. The Yellow Jackets keep constant watch at every city gate. If Urcha has come through, they will have surely seen her. The lowlands of Lenosia await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. Yeah, that's nice, but I'm looking for a widow baby, Bunny. At Baderon's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Mokote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child, but the way she kept stealing glances behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade Ayoyo outside, and I expect she stopped the little one from questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. You know Ayoyo? Do you have another one? Our thanks for the information. We shall find your comrade at once. Woo! Ayoyo? Huh? Oh. Why is this chocobo named Columbine? What? Anyway. 'Tis well the Yellow Jackets noticed her ere she had gotten far. I'm going to... No, not Combine. I'm not going to assume the worst here. Urcha! Damn it, they saw straight through my disguise. Hey. You're like 7. Don't curse. Ayoyo. Okay, I'm short-circuiting the joke. Columbine is a flower. Okay. Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of ye again. What brings ye here today? Bunny, bunny, but nutty, bunny, 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 bunny. So Baderon sent ye after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Urcha, was it, dearie? Even without others telling ye ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that you want so badly you'd risk your life like this? You want to do so badly. There's something I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous, I have to go. We understand that you have your reasons, Urcha. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here, I would like to make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money. What adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Well... why, our friend here, of course. Huh? If you're happy with this humble vagrant, so humble, the humblest. No, you can count on me. I should be glad to provide suitable recompense in Urcha's stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to an inspiration for a song, above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. Okay. You really helped me. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for ye, but as a client, there's something ye need to bear in mind. Huh? That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is ye need, and she'll be able to help you all the better. Okay. The place I want to go is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosia. It's named for the one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the Rising. They are supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the Calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. But that's gotta be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Oh, the 2 lighthouses in the area. Ashen's Torch is the only one the civilians can still get to. I don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with ye ought to make things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish, anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. Hey. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Angry feats. Stomping mad. As I said, I'd never heard about ghosts appearing at the lighthouse. Wonder why Urcha's so interested in 'em. If young Urcha is heading to Ashen's Torch, then someone should report as much to Baderon. So, this is your name, adventurer. Bunny Bunny Benunny Igeltsork. Igeltsork? I've remembered that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Ashen's Torch and we'll see if the rumor about the ghost is true. Oh. A little guy. Are you ready to go, Igelt? Uh-huh. As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Baderon of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. Wouldn't it be the first time he's made up a song about, like, just shit I told him? Right, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? It'd give Urcha a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care ye don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. Whoa, and there she goes. So I feel like I talked about this before, and I feel like as someone who loves being the hero, is it close to a critical hit if someone doesn't know who Igeld is or brushes off her intro? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I don't think Let's look at this ladybug real quick. That's a fucked up looking ladybug. That's not how ladybugs are built. That's a fucking creature. Anyway, I would say it's not a critical hit if somebody doesn't know who Eigild is. I don't think she necessarily minds if someone doesn't know who she is already, because it does give her a chance to introduce herself. I do think somebody no-selling one of her introductions does kind of throw her off her game a little bit. She can add Annihilator of Shoreline Critters to her title list. She sure can. But yeah, I would say that no-selling her introduction does kind of make her lose a step slightly. Oh, wait, are we not there yet? Oh, is it further? Okay. Ayo. And here it is, Madman Bridge. If ye ed north, ye'll get to the Red Rooster Stead, but our destination takes us south. A vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it was given its name, as a warning to younglings. Younglings. Look, a river. And there's some sort of strange animal. That's a fwog. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it ye've never been. Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. Oh. It's alright. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limlane's Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren, in case ye wasn't aware. A fine place by all accounts. If that's where Urch is from, I'll have one o' me comrades contact her caretakers. What to do to let think she's missing. Right then, next we'll make for Ossian's Embrace, up this ear ill. Take it slow, so ye don't wear yourself down. Or like, yeah, sure, whatever you say. Like, just not believing her. At least she's happy. Ah, we gotta go this way. So, if I recall correctly, that is a giant fuck-off jellyfish. That bitch level 3. But it is part of a fate, so I can't just go up and just, like, one-shot it, unfortunately. I didn't realize there were fates that low. Goodness. But yeah, I feel like this is a topic that I talked about, I want to say back when I was watching the Halo TV show. So there's this period of time where, and like it's still going on. One thing that they like to do for a lot of these, like, what the tentacles do, sting. Sting really bad. There's this thing that a lot of, like, oh god, what's the word for it? Like the big budget TV shows. I can't remember what those are called now. I think it starts with a P? I'm gonna remember in like 5 minutes, I'm sure. There's this thing that this is gonna bother me. Prestige, that's it. There's this thing that prestige television shows do a lot these days, especially ones that are like adaptations or fandom related, you know, nerd shit, where the studio will also have like a companion show that is just like, oh, check out the companion podcast. And usually it is like a they come in all different flavors, but there was a specific flavor of these like companion like behind the scenes shows that were popular for a while, where it was basically like you had your host. They would bring on like somebody involved in like the production, whether it is somebody who is more behind the scenes or it's an actor, like The Talking Dead. Yeah. That and then they would bring them on. They'd do they like ask some questions. They'd show like some behind the scenes stuff. The very very and there's a specific flavor of these where it's very, how to put this, softball. You know? It's not, we're not talking like hard hitting stuff. We're not talking like real deep dives. It's very surface level, very shallow. The one for the Halo TV series is actually a really good example of this, especially season 2. Ayo. Me fellow Yellow Jackets patrol these parts. Lest ye worry, they know I ain't on some pleasure jaunt. Whoa, we're so high up, this is amazing. Hee, I felt the same way when I looked out from ear for the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Laminsons work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. What about you, Eigeld? Do you like being an adventurer? Absolutely. I wouldn't want to be anything else. Hey, that's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. And there she goes. Seems Urcha's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumor, mayhaps she... but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. So, the reason I bring this up is I got caught up on Peacemaker recently, season 2. It's up to like its 3rd episode now. And I actually ended up being really interested in checking out the what's the word I'm looking for? The podcast for episode 3, because in episode 3 they bring back Joel Kinnaman, who was what's his goddamn name? Rick Flag Jr. in the Suicide Squad movies. It's multiverse shit, don't worry about it. I see the lighthouse. Ayo. I'll continue the discussion after the cutscene. That there's Ocean's torch. 102 lighthouses ere what are named for gods. Lighthouse keeper. So about the reason why I wanted to know about the ghosts, my father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see. But they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. Girl, there's a lot of NPCs that were like, I wonder if... Okay, so I've definitely brought this up before. One of the neater things about Final Fantasy XIV, especially going from 1.0 to 2.0 and onward, is that there are a number of 1.0 NPCs that straight up just aren't in A Realm Reborn and onward. Which is super interesting, quite frankly, because like the idea is that there was, 7th Umbral Calamity, destroyed so goddamn much. People were dying, etc., etc. Um, so like the what people have kind of assumed is just like unless these characters like show up again at some point over the course of like, you know, whether it's MSQ, various side quest chains, things like that, um, these are likely people who died in the calamity. So it makes me wonder if maybe Urcha's folks might be NPCs that were present in 1.0 but aren't present in Realm Reborn onwards. Interesting to think about. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why ye want to prove the rumor wrong. Ye couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Aye, but a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Wait, is that the lighthouse? Because that thing's a little dinky looking. Or is the lighthouse that over there? Oh, I guess we'll find out. Oh, that might be it over there, actually. So, but yeah, I wanted to know more about just kind of like how the decision to like bring him back in like any capacity kind of came about. So I started up the podcast, and I had tried watching, I think, the first episode of the podcast for season 2, because I watched all of the episodes of what was called Podly, which was the podcast that originally aired for Peacemaker season 1, that was produced by Rooster Teeth. And I really liked that. I thought, and I mean, like, part of that is just like I really liked Fiona Nova and Ife Nwadiwe. I thought they were fantastic in that. But obviously, Rooster Teeth can't make another Peacemaker podcast for Warner Brothers. So what ended up happening is that they did, prior to season 2 coming out, they did a podcast. They did a new podcast for all of season 1 to replace the Rooster Teeth one, which, and then they've started releasing like regular new episodes of that for season 2. But it's interesting because like as much as I did like Podly, and a lot of that was due to just, you know, being a Rooster Teeth fan, enjoying Fiona Nova's energy, enjoying Ife Nwadiwe's energy. It was definitely like one of those, like, it was an ad for the show you just watched, basically, you know? Like, that's what a lot of these ones kind of end up feeling like. They just sort of end up feeling like ads for the show that you just watched, as opposed to like actual like discussions. They feel very rehearsed. God, I still remember like watching the ones, I think it's like Halo Confidential or something for Halo Season 2, and just like hearing people constantly talk about like, oh, we've got all these nods to the lore, and it's just like, okay, are you going to do anything interesting with it, or wasn't it so cool that we did this thing? And I don't want to like imply, and I don't want to imply that like the new one, because the new one is run by James Gunn. Like, he is the host of it. Along with like a number of like the actors that are part of the series. So there is still a lot of just like, oh, wasn't this thing really cool? But at the same time, like, there's something about it that feels less rehearsed. It feels a lot more like spontaneous. Like, fucking James Gunn goes on for, I shit you not, like 10 minutes about crow facts because motherfucker loves crows, and it's very good. Um, I'm gonna take a sip here real quick. And it also it feels like a little bit less like corporate because like they don't just talk about like what they're on. Like he brings up just like, oh yeah, I worked on like, Guardians 1, Guardians 2. Because I think they were talking about uh props that like people had stolen from like sets, which is very fun. Um Apparently the crystals in the Fortress of Solitude in Superman's big fuck off computer were gone by the end of that filming process. Just like they were like the most stolen item on that set, which is very funny. Um, but yeah, it was neat just because like it felt a lot less rehearsed, a lot less corporate than like Podly or Halo Confidential or any number of other similarly formatted like companion podcasts. I can understand the desire to see those who are gone. Say worse them ye couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Whoa, the sea's frozen in a splash. Amazing. Yeah, that's what that is. This area was ard it by the calamity. On top o' the tidal wave washing away big swaths o' land, a piece o' Dalamud came crashin' down yonder. They say it caused ether to gush out o' the land and crystallize all at once. At that time, I was with Miss Dor. I was with at fucking goddamn. At that time, I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend, and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. And there they go. I'll say like a big part of those is when you get done with a thing and you just want to gush about it. Oh yeah, and that's definitely what it feels like with like the new podcast. Like if you ever want a good example of like what I'm talking about, um one of the companion Halo series for like Halo Confidential for season 2 has an interview with the guy who plays Master Chief. And it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know. I'd have to go back and like rewatch it. I feel like there's lots of moments where like it sounds like he's talking about something he should be excited about, but there's like no emotion on his face. Like he's just kind of like basically been told like we need you to hit these points. We need you to like talk about how like, oh, it's about the lore and etc. etc. That sort of thing, you know? And then like with like the Peacemaker podcast, it feels a lot more like they're just like really excited to talk about what they've been working on. I gotta say, I was a little surprised. So one of the things, especially with Peacemaker, and something that's kind of been like kicking around, um, Creature Commandos, James Gunn's Superman. Oh, hold on. Oh, Rostenzays? Rostenzays has been here since the Calamity. It's only work, and he's always glad to have guests. Even if there aren't any ghosts, Sup, Bigman? Well, now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? He's always happy to have guests. Oh, hey, guests! Slap. I love the way that male Rogadine slap the back of their head like that when they're just like, oh, jeez. Ghosts during the Rising. For all me years as a keeper, I've not seen nor heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might be as someone mistook me for some laundry for a specter. So father and mother weren't ghosts after all. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rato as little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. Oh? They had charge of Limlane's ring yonder. Nowadays it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. You needed to hire adventurers, and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsalaminsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. Hello, Milk Fox. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report. But your folks did everything they could to protect Limlane's ring. They built a breakwater, using anything and everything they had on hand. But in the end, there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined the efforts, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives. I see. They really were noble souls, like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish they were still here. It was just a thought, but how'd you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know I'd be glad to share with ye. I'd like that. I'd like that very much. Oh, she's so excited. Crunch. Good morning, Igeld. Oh, hey. Hi. I got up early to look at the lighthouse, where my father and mother used to be.
Is that chicken breast or what is that?
For the longest time, I'd felt as though they'd abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time, so I'd ask them why they had to go, and to tell them that I missed them.
Can you put them in a plastic bag?
I understand how you feel.
Like a 3 bags so chicken juice doesn't get everywhere?
Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts?
Can you put them in a plastic bag so chicken juice doesn't get everywhere? Oh, it's just like an HB bag.
Maybe a little. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others. Like them and like you. Oh. Precious smile. Oh. A sunwise. Oh, that's gorgeous, that is.
Just double bag it.
So thank you for bringing me here. Small child looking up to Igeld Shork. How does she feel about this? The idea that small children look up to Igeld Shork it moves her to tears. It's her favorite thing ever.
Small boo. Please, Earth Club of Children.
I wonder when I'm going to have my annual pass out and talk to Yoshi P moment. Oh, it's probably going to be when the Wandering Minstrel The Wandering Minstrel starts playing. Ayo. Well, it ended up being a longer jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dearie. Ye can always come to me if ye need anything. Just no more tryin' to sneak out, ye ear? Uh-huh. Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me. You'll be wantin' to report to the minstrel, I expect. In which case, a comrade o' mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Urcha gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Be seeing you, Igeld. See you later, kid. Yeah. Shut up, kid. There goes the Snicker Man. Where am I on this map? Okay. So, between everything that's currently, like, definitively, like, the DCU canon, so, like, Creature Commandos, Superman, Peacemaker Season 2, there's been this question of specifically what is canon and what isn't, which has honestly been kind of fun to, like, see unfold. But one of the things... Oh, man. So, like, one of the things that we knew was pretty definitively canon is that the Suicide Squad happened, right? The one with Idris Elba and John Cena, like, pretty definitively. We know pretty definitively Peacemaker Season 1 happened, though based on the recap at the start of Season 2, there's been some changes to what is considered canon, where the Justice League doesn't show up at the end of the season anymore. It's now the Justice Gang that shows up, etc., etc. But one of the things that I found very surprising is that apparently the 2016 Suicide Squad movie is still canon to some degree. Because the fact that Rick Flag Jr. is dating Enchantress is brought up in was dating Enchantress, is brought up in episode 3 of Peacemaker Season 2. Ah, welcome back, my friend. Was young Urcha able to find that which she sought? Bunny, 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 bunny. So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Igeld. Not only for granting Urcha's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. I have gotten a message on Discord. Wait a moment. Okay. Hello, Ion Agenda. Welcome. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Yeah, dog. I don't know, just the idea that, like, there's anything from the 2016 Suicide Squad movie that's still canon to any degree is absolutely buck wild to me. I think Blue Beetle is supposed to be canon as well. I should rewatch Blue Beetle. Yes, it comes to me. A verse for all who strive onwards this day and every day. Smile. Oh god, he's got a harp. Oh, I'm passing out. He's got a harp. Get down. Get down. A whoopee? Why whoopee? Greetings, warrior of light. Sup, fucker?
Hey, Siri.
This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. You're welcome. For long years, we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today. The most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, though we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown.
Should we do 12?
To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. This is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. Oh, you'd have to, like, actively get rid of me to stop. To make me stop. And I pray that upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Smile. Oh, P.S. Please don't post pictures of your Warrior of Light naked on social media. Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. If you do, please at least remove the trademark and don't tag the official account. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. It's Wonderwall. In gleaming gold the sun does rise, the boundless sky it calls, in silver pale the path of men, a white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light, that you do now espy, but flames of life their warmth impart, to comfort and inspire. It's kind of slant rhyme, but we'll move past it, we'll move past it. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Your destination reach you shall, by memories refrain. I have no doubt that you, Urcha, and Ayoyo shall give rise to a great many more tales.
Yes.
Ayoyo? Your tales, in particular, may be more varied than those of others. There may be times when you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. My phone buzzing. In such a time, I bid you remember this. No matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness. Okay. Woo! Very nice. Wind up Gawoo Jaja. Da da da. Bum, 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 bum. Delightful dozen. Oh yeah, it is the 12th anniversary, isn't it? I got a burp. Excuse me. You didn't hear it because I muted, but excuse me. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop that minion. It watches your progress with great interest. I'm gonna sneeze now. Excuse me. Okay. I can now summon the wind up Gulul Jaja minion. Yep. Let's take a look here. Designed in the likeness of Gulul Jaja, this mammoth was created to commemorate the 70th anniversary of his ascension as Dawn Servant. It would seem that those Mamul-Ja who journeyed to Eorzea brought these units with them, with the intent of impressing upon the locals the glory of their kind. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise! Do I hear someone in the background? Do you? Hold on. Hold on. The rising is occasion to remember the past while looking towards the future. Many take to the road in solemn reflection, and should you have the time to spare, mayhap you would like to do the same. Oh, do you hear someone in the background in real life? Like in the background in the room? You might. So that's the rising. Now we have to get back into what we're doing here. Where's New Game Plus? Here we go. Paradise Fallen. Alright. Doing my favorite activity, waiting for fates to respond. Nice. Something that I wasn't expecting is that, like, because an unfortunate thing is that the Gex Trilogy remaster was not good. I heard that it was, like, released in a shambolic state. It was a shambles. But I've been hearing that the Bubsy collection is, like, really good, actually. Like, really well put together. But also, somehow, like, the new control scheme for Bubsy 3D makes it unplayable. What a cursed fucking timeline. I mean, I'm kind of glad, honestly, because, like, if, like, Bubsy 4D is looking pretty good, which is wild to me. Thancred has a task for you. So, here is some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search of the derelicts and working your way up. When you are done, be sure to let Reen know. Oh, alright. Do-da-do-do-da-dee. We could have had Transgex, instead we get Trans-Bubsy. I mean, both of those are pretty good options, honestly.
Oh, Lord Valtteri, you are my daily mule.
What? I should probably fuck this guy up with dream powder. Snore, snore.
Oh, Lord Valtteri.
What the fuck am I doing? Domain stay. Both are good options, but Transgex is hotter. You're just saying that because Lizard. I had someone say it looks like Bubsy 4D is being made by people who want to move past the meme in a sense. First name, Ardent. Last name, Attendant. I know you. Yeah, I know me too, man. I am saying that because Lizard. It hurts. Please, Lord Valkyrie, take away the pain. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling to my death. My mistress, she's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. Yeah, dog. What is this? She's sleeping. A medicine to help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say? Oh, thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. She's gonna be fine. Don't even worry about it. It's all good, Brosafina. The thing is, it's just like Bubsy 4D like existing. Like, okay. So there have been newer Bubsy games. Post Bubsy 3D Bubsy games. Right? Woolly's Strike Back. Paws of Fury. I think that's what those are called. If I recall correctly. They exist, right? And I haven't played them, but nothing about them really stuck out as interesting to me, you know? Bubsy Collection warns you not to play the Game Boy game and asks, are you sure? I did see that, and then it gives you, if you beat it, it gives you an achievement called I'm so sorry. Like, there's a certain level of embracing the meme that I think works in this new era of Bubsy's favor. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, it feels like the last two, like, modern Bubsy games felt a little bit like they were kind of coasting on the Bubsy brand. Like, hoping that just, like, the fact that, oh, it's a new Bubsy game is going to, like, get people's interest. Whereas stuff like the way that the Bubsy Perfect Collection or Bubsy 4D seems to be kind of handling like the identity of Bubsy and the legacy of Bubsy, not just as a game series but also as like kind of a meme, makes it almost feel more legitimate in terms of like how it's trying to kind of like reinvent the image of the series, you know? There's a charming sincerity to laughing at their own history, not in the wow that sucked, am I right? But like, yeah, like giving you like putting Bubsy 3D in the Perfect Collection and being like, hey guys, here's like a dual analog stick control scheme for you. Like, the fact that they tried to fix Bubsy 3D feels like a testament to like how seriously they're taking this, you know? Or like just thinking about how like none of the Bubsy games are exactly good. But then taking like one that is like the most notoriously bad of the bunch and making that one the one that you're just like, are you sure you want to play this? And beyond that, including that one in the first place. Like, I've talked about this multiple times before about, like, respecting the legacy, even, like, the worst parts of it. The fact that the Bubsy Perfect Collection is so extensive in what is, like, in it is fascinating to me. You know? Like, hold on. Brain's spooling up again. concept art, not just like, because like there was a Bubsy collection released like years and years and years ago that was just Bubsy 1, 2, and 3D. But like nobody ever fucking talks about the fucking like Atari Jaguar game, right? And yet Perfect Collection includes the Atari Jaguar game, where Bubsy's shirt has a yellow exclamation point for some reason. I don't know if just like the Atari Jaguar couldn't render the color red or what, but this is the world we live in. Hey, dog.
Must stop. Trespassers sullying our paradise.
That's nice, man. Sleep. Sleep. Snort.
Where did you fly to, my sweet canary?
Like, the fact that they included the Atari Jaguar game, the fact that they improved Bubsy 3D, the fact that they included the Game Boy version of Bubsy 2 at all is, quite frankly, like, shocking to me. Hey, Reen, I finished doing all that stuff. Oh, there you are, Agelt. I've just finished aiding this man. Now, for the next one. Bunny bunny banunny banunny banoy bunny bunny. More out of the derelicts and below, you say? So many of them. But Minfilia entrusted this power to me. I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I can bring the enthralled to you. If you ask why... Also, Sean Chiplock voicing Bubsy can only mean his Blue Sky feed. It is going to be a time. If you ask why I word it like this, when people were talking about it, they mentioned the inflation incident from last year, which I did not investigate. Oh, that would certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you, Igeld. I'll do my best to keep pace. Yeah, girl.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded.
Best character time soon?
As for the rest...
Oh, hey, the Chais.
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy?
Dulia Chai, my beloved.
What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Yeah, you could say that.
Let me handle this.
Sure, dog. Uh-huh.
Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock.
Can you imagine? There's a part of me that's just like, can you imagine if Julia Chai walks up just like, aren't you Alphino, the painter boy? Did something happen to us? And Alphino's just like, let me handle this. Attention, citizens of Yulmore. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Go back to your, whatever it was, your debauchery. I don't know why I'm giving Alphino this accent. Our boy would never...
Indeed, you may be loath to believe it. But if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth.
I just think that would be so fucking funny if he's just like, everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthry's puppets all this time?
Yes.
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vorthry's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures.
I'm seeing, like...
And in the course of this, if you
They're like,
mistreated those
hold
who
on a
fought
second.
for you, then that too was of your own free will.
There's definitely some NPCs being repeated in this crowd.
But for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake.
You dreamed like a
You may
super
share
fucked
this
up
world
dream,
of
man.
ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose
Yeah,
any
what's up?
more.
If the guys were to make pizzas, would you want your pizza made so you can eat it tomorrow?
Yes.
Gage would like you to make him a pizza.
I have said my piece.
He'll just eat his tomorrow.
My thanks for giving me the chance.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vorthry.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Huh?
You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt.
Honestly,
Begin anew, as you
make
said.
both of them,
Hold on.
or so,
So
and then you can take it to lunch.
there's the cat girl in like the dark purple, all the way on the left there, right? And then there's the kind of like dirty blonde dude standing next to her. They're repeated all the way over there on the right, just immediately to the right of the head of the guy who's talking. It's the same NPCs. And it's bothering me. It's bothering me. I think that old woman is also standing behind the cat girl all the way on the left as well.
You have two, and everyone else has one.
The purple cat girl is a slightly different purple. She definitely isn't. I think that's a trick of the light. Dude looks like he belongs in the image. Oh man, I got thoughts on Zenless Zone Zero stuff. Let's continue this cutscene first, though.
I'm gonna ask him to check on JB and let them know that the pizza's getting made.
Vorthry has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
Well, maybe when it wasn't
only
like
way
floating
to
in the
Mount
air.
Gulg is over the bright cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to
The
travel by
fucking
land.
ram to my
Is
face.
there a way?
Now the Danish is due for the wrong running.
She's so
The
old.
ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time.
It hasn't moved in a long time.
In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. After the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
I'm kind of shocked that there's anybody like in Yulemore who's
so we
old,
somehow
you know?
need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
I want to be the first one. She is again, and the cat dude is also. Oh,
Talos? Did someone say Talos?
yes, Dulia Chai.
You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
I'm
Well,
gonna use his
perhaps.
celebration.
But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband.
She loves him so much.
For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
The straights in this game with the most rights. They're so good.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just...
What's the husband's name of the child?
Chinos.
He's a trans man.
He's a trans man? Yeah, I believe that.
But beyond that, I make no promises.
I love China's being just like, hey, look, it's been years since I've done anything with this. I can't just, like, get right back into it. And Dulia Chai's just like, you can't? And he's just like, I mean, maybe. It's just like, they love each other so fucking much. It's great.
Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well then.
Well done, brother.
Can you bear me and rotate me a little bit?
Okay. Hold on.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
Alright, I gotta be right back. It's rotisserie time. One moment. Alright. Rotisserie has been completed. What? There's a big hair in your tablet still?
Yeah.
Is it one of mine again? Ah, hold on. One moment. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. All right. We good. Blah. All right. Let's see here. Where was I? Okay. So now we need to talk to Albino. Albino's eyes glisten with joy. The ladder's... What the fuck accent am I carrying it? The ladder is situated to the northwest of Right. Let's make our way there, Aigeld. Yeah, okay. Sure. Speak with Urianger in Bottom Rung. And here we go. That's a hell of a ladder. Haha, Urianger in Bottom Rung. What was I talking about before? I was talking about something. I was just talking about Bubsy. Everybody hanging out over here. Ugh, excuse me. The ladders. I am just all over the place with these fucking voices. The ladder is a sturdy piece of engineering, but much may go wrong after 20 years of disuse. Let's be doubly thorough with its maintenance. I don't know if I can even be singly thorough. First things first. A 50-point inspection. Wouldn't do to have them falling to pieces now. Why are you standing there gawping? There's lots to be done, so go and make yourself useful. Yes, sir, Mr. China, sir. To see my darling Chai so engrossed in his work, I think I've been falling in love again. Ah. God, they're so good. Alright, Y'shtola, how you feeling about stuff? Bottom rung, they call this place. How very apt. Apparently, it used to be the control center for the ladder and a bustling hub of transport. Its glory days are far behind it. Oyonjay? I might have? Hello, Zilla. Welcome. Igeld, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. You got it, buddy. She's so kitty. Yeah, everybody love Y'shtola. Everybody especially love Y'shtola when she got the Lulu aesthetic it fit. My thanks, Igeld. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Zilla, if I recall correctly, your new character started in Limsa, so Y'shtola is actually one of the first major characters that you're going to meet. Like, one of the first, like, characters who's going to be sticking with you. Yeah, she's a great character. She's your scion if you're in Limsa. Yeah.
Ho there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you, though that'll cost extra. Oh, the bunny banani banoi. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, the least you can do is come up with a believable excuse. Look, I'm not one to turn folk away. Give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. Why don't you do the counting instead? We'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing materials so you can take notes.
Thanks, man? Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Lumber stack, oh lumber, lumber stack, oh lumber stack. You count 11 planks on the stack. Yo, this bit got 11. Whiffle. Y'shtola is so kitty. Wait, Zilla, have you seen Dulia yet?
Taking stock for Irvis, are you?
Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. None of those are rotted through, though, so we tossed them out.
Oi, Griffle! Another load's arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Right then, bring the good ones here and be sure to let Irvith know as well. Oi!
You must see Dulia. Cat is attacking me with sandpaper. Oh no!
How many places have make now? Yeah, you're writing those numbers down anyway. I'm sure you could work it out.
Math? You jot down the details of the conversation. Math? Okay, where's the rest of it? Hold on. Lumber. Where lumber? Lumber? Lumbor? Hold on, I'm gonna... $11 in stack, 68 in storehouse, 9 discarded, so that brings that down to 59. 13 delivered, 1 damage, so that's plus 12. 71? Then there's still some lumber that I need to find. Don't know where it is just offhand, though. Lumber. 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 Oh, there it is. I found it. $24. So 71, 24, it's 95 plus 11, 106. Ouch. Done, are ya? So how many planks did you count? 106. Aye, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for, anyway? I fucking told you, Bunny Bunny? You were serious about the ladder. I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. Well, it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He won't mind. He'll probably be fine with it. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Sick. You will have one class up to get to 100. Pictomancer. Nice. Pictomancer. Tom? I have a couple tanks, ninja, and bard. Do you guys have more dialogue now? Oh, he'll have them moving again soon. I know he will. But one of the tanks is Dark Knight. I'm gonna go with Dark Knight. I like Dark Knight. I haven't played it in a hot minute. Such a primitive, inefficient design. Much smaller Talos from our company could just as easily perform the same task. The work proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say. When it is restored, the ladder will not only be our way forward, it will represent a momentous step towards lasting change for Kalusia. Sick. By the intensity with which he works, 'tis as if all of that reluctance was a lie. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Bunny bunny banunny banoy. Well, well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides, their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. whatsoever may await us. When thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. The view from above. Urianger is wearing a pensive look. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Yeah, I mean, I guess... Oh, Alisaie's over there. I didn't even see her before. I've rounded up as much material as I could for the work. It was my little bit for the cause. Reen and Thancred! Oh, Eigeld, I heard you went to find lumber. From afar, the ladder looked like it was made entirely of metal. There's actually a lot of wood if you look for it. Pointlessly ominous, but go off, King. The Ulmorans have rallied quite impressively. Amidst great adversity, a little purpose never goes astray. Thy zeal is commendable, my friend, but rest assured we shall not want for hands. Pray take thine ease in preparation for the trials ahead. Okay, everybody else is all stuff I've heard before. Okay, I'll go ahead and chill over here, I guess. I know it, I'm not wanted. Ooh, is this a voice cutscene? Tancred's little tip 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 tip. Dulia Chai is so supportive.
Would you look at that?
Oh, sup,
the
fucker.
citizens of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
I certainly would have, to be fair.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
I genuinely can't hear you from all the way over there. Could you speak up?
You conquer them. Crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald.
Fucked up. Oh, hey, this is that guy with the boba?
The easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace.
I don't think that's...
This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones. A difficult feat to achieve.
I don't think that's as altruistic as you think it sounds, man.
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise.
Yeah.
It's a compliment. Take it.
I guess I'll try. Dulia Chai loves her husband so fucking much. Wind physics specifically on the bottomest of his skirt. That's the closest you'll get to him saying I was wrong in a long while.
Energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye.
Huh?
What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying?
A little bit, maybe.
Rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine.
Well, yours wasn't. That's kind of the point. Yours La Habrea's and
when the world was whole,
a little bit. Okay.
We had family, friends, loves.
We got attacked by the cubes every day on the street. It was an enjoyable part of all of our days.
And contentment, and with our
everyone loved the
souls,
cubes.
We could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amaranth. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed.
Hold on, I gotta look at his shitty expression. With that pearl on his head, do you think he's a Steven Universe OC? Well, no. That's a... So that is... Yeah, it's... I actually don't know what the Garlean Eye is supposed to, like, do. Like, does it have a function? Love that he looks more depressing with the new graphics and improvement. Yeah, I remember that was what people were worried about when they were, like, updating, like, the graphical engine, was just, like... There's, like, quirks to, like, the character designs that people were worried were going to get, like, ironed out. And I think Emmett Selk looking, like, awful was one of them. So when they revealed him and he looked almost worse, like he was doing much worse, everyone breathed a collective sigh of relief. There sure were conflicts, bro. You just weren't a part of them. Or Mr. Shoeface from Endwalker. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not that there weren't... It's not like he wasn't part of the conflict. It's just, well, that's Endwalker stuff. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Anyways, Amarant, huh? Sounds nice.
Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember? Womemble?
Never mind.
No, alright, sure.
The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have.
Boy howdy, I sure hope I get to see it one day.
Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world.
The fact that I don't survive the calamities is kind of the reason I'm here in the first place, man. Although, technically you don't care about that. Womemble. This cute hat. A little barrette.
But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero.
Thanks, Emmett Selk. Good talk.
There was one thing I had meant to ask.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
I know he got chubby cheek.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting.
This motherfucker says...
Enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
This motherfucker says how very interesting, like the way that like a customer will say, interesting to me when I tell them something that they didn't want to hear. I don't know, but I bet his dick is crystal. It might be. We don't know. Crystal Exarch's dick work? Mystery for the ages.
It does.
According to Natalie, it does. If there's anyone who I would... Oh, Jesus.
Do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive.
Oh, hey, man.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent.
How many individuals from yesteryear am I going to meet in one cutscene?
I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude.
Oh, I bet. That sounds like that sucked.
Time wears you down. Aye. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off.
Sorry, I was muted.
But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk.
I can only... It's probably not that bad. He's got like 13 friends or something.
Which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Throw. Hey, kids.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors.
Do we have bacon?
Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Okay, just pep. Bunny bunny.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
They are so ready to
We rode
crank
the
it
ladder
hard.
too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word. The silence broken only by
Come
the
on.
roll of the gears.
And Kaluja strength cranking it, and by it, well, let's
No
just
one
say
really remembers
my
that
ladder.
day.
For whom do you bounce on it?
Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Can we appreciate for a moment that Eigeld beckoned a ghost that only she can see to join her on the ladder? Like, is there anyone in that crowd that maybe thought she was talking to them? Anyways. Oh. How'd you get up here? Albino. And here we finally are, at top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino! Eigeld! Come up here! There's something you need to see! There's something I need you to see. What could this be about? Ugh, stairs. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That appears to be a village. It's a village, I get. Over to the northeast. So there is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I. That was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is... Well... Sorry. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Eigeld. Let's take a look. Search your surroundings for the mysterious person. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the figure and inspect them with R2 or X. I think we get the first cameo from this. Huh. Wait, hold up. Oh, that fucking thing. The creature stares at you unflinchingly. This probably isn't the mysterious person Alice saw. We don't know. Mysterious person. 1 second. Raggy crying. Oh, right. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
get for running into it?
Maybe give him a treat or something.
Yeah, he's gonna get a treat. You want a treat?
He's mad at you. He's not that happy with you.
Bro. Perfect. Ready? Hold on, everybody. Raggy needs treats because he was in a closet for an hour. Hey, what's this? Hold on, let's see this thing. I remember correctly, he's in every one of these Ice Spy minigames and short Shadowbringers. I don't think he was in the one where you learn about Zodiark and Heidelin. The cat's nuzzling Natalie. Please say yes. I know that Mitty and Moose have jumped up on the hospital bed that we got for Natalie. And just laid on top of her for a bit. Mitty especially. Mitty has been very happy that her mom is home. Anyways, mysterious person. Uh-oh. I saw him. You have located the mysterious person. However, it seems like he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly returns back to the village. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it is indeed inhabited. Okay. Yeah, it takes them a while to, like, go up and down the ladder. Definitely less than a year, though. Da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra dun 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 dun. Oh. You don't have a moose emote. I don't have a moose emote currently, no. But do a few weeks pass? I was gonna say, I was a little shocked that when I got to the end of the most recent MSQ and it's just like, oh, a definitive amount of time has passed. Not definitive, but like, no moose, no MIDI. I do have a MIDI emote though. It's Calamity. I could have sworn I heard a noise. The crates and barrels are laden with unknown contents. Dried victuals. I must steal some sausage. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently by your reckoning. Some kind of a door. Knock, knock. You hear faint sounds from inside the building, however the door refuses to budge.
Can you ask Olivia to help me read it so you're not by yourself?
Where is the last thing? Hold on. Keep forgetting Midi's Calamity and not Midgard Stormer. No, I did not name a cat Midgard Stormer, unfortunately. Man, imagine them making doors most characters can't fit through. Wild if that happened. The cups are half empty, or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. So someone was definitely here, and then doing it a second time. What news, Igelt? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed. While there's no one to be seen, 'tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they're doing a rather poor job of it. If they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Aw. Hey. You're Tristal, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered! Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you. Bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say this very same thing to you, my friend. But I'm glad to see you hale and whole. But tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced across paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate, until Mount Gulg broke away from the earth, then just as suddenly the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye. But I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Bunny bunny banani banani banoy bunny bunny bunny. So father is a sin eater, and he's fled to Mount Gulg. Yeah, dog. 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life, and if there is anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vothri, we must find a way to reach Mount Gulg. Of course. You hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Okay. More so than the revelation that Vothri is a Saint Eater, I'm surprised that the free citizens of Yulmore came together to work on the ladder. Is it possible for people to change so quickly? Evidently. When you've been told that you've been eating the flesh of monsters and it has, in turn, allowed you to be mind-controlled by a madman, I'm pleased to see that the villagers are no longer wary of us. I shall take the opportunity to ask about Mount Gulg. In Mount Gulg's shadow, you are what you eat. Alice is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphinaud saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Igeld and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Very well then. Just take care out there. I was just volunteered for this. I mean, man, do you think about some dude with celiac passing on meal because it makes them sick, and then this shit happens and you're just like, whoa? It's time for me to sleep, so I will have to catch up later in case I can make the Saturday session. Okay, let's see here. Nyum. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Alright. Wow, wow, Good night, Lila. I see a hoodoo. I see this guy. I see a destination. I'll go ahead and click on it for fun. And don't forget, Lalijo. Ah, forgiven jealousy. Anyway. Where did I put? Here we go. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right. Hey, Alice. All right.
Kill all of the pizza sauce. Don't save any of it. It's gonna go bad.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are.
I wonder if there's a reason for that. Can't imagine what it could be.
Put that one on a baking tray.
Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
It is a big chunk of rock, that's for sure.
If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb.
Putting it lightly. Gonna be a whole ass dungeon.
But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
I need to see what's going on.
Aw.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Weird bugs. Oh, Exarch.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
The scale of them in comparison to like the rest of the mountain is impressive. Use one of them cannons from the Summer Fun event. Somehow I feel like that wouldn't be very effective.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Machina, eh?
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
Birds for scale.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Run. Thither should we make our way.
Yeah, thither. I like her head wings. Alright, let's get a move on. He had to be all the way over at top rung, huh? Yeah, boy. It's a good thing I already have flying unlocked. Makes all this a lot easier. Okay, let's ask around. Dulia Chai, how are you? Ah, such an exhilarating ride, and such a magnificent view. Nothing in Yulmore compares to this. Oh, don't mind us. We're just taking in the sights. Concerned for my health, are you? Indeed, we are a little far from the Crystarium, but rest assured this old man can muster up another wind for what is to come. Yeah, I bet. Thus are we all gathered, though Reen, I am afeard, did not much enjoy the ascent. Forgive us our delay. The Exarch arrived and we took some time to apprise him of our mission. Soon after you left, who should arrive in Amity but Urianger and the Exarch? I'm glad they were able to find you. All that grinding and shaking. I was afraid the lift floor would fall out from underneath me. But don't worry, I'm sure the trembling will go away so soon. I'm told you went ahead to scout out the volcano. I don't suppose some grappling hooks will suffice. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. Alice would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone. Yeah, alright. Blah 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 blah. Bunny bunny banunny banunny banoy bunny bunny.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
Winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Games, do you care if we get a broken pizza?
I don't care if I get a broken pizza.
You should have one of those pizzas.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to earth.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it.
Dulia
Mount
Chai's just
Gulg
like,
will
I
not soon come
helped.
down to earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
Oh yeah? Oh.
In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
A big, stony boy.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work.
Let's see here. Probably gonna be stopping soon here. Sorry, I'm looking at a couple things. Probably got maybe like 10 more minutes, maybe either the end of this quest or the end of the next one. Goth guy in a skirt, cute as heck too. Goth guy in a skirt, you're so right. He's giving Lulu vibes. I love Chino's being just like, oh god, it would never work. And then immediately being like, actually no, wait, hold on. Maybe, wait, no. Stop looking at me like that.
Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
let's see.
Sure.
First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required...
Oh no, responsibility.
all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armorain. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
Sounds good.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
Imagine the train nerds freaking out over Talos, and then Thancred shows up like, you will never believe the job I have to offer you. This game has train. Oh, Zilla. Oh, Zilla, just wait till Dawn Trail. We got trains for days.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maul, and even those miners?
Bro, what do you think I've been doing for like the last
This
month?
is about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
I just kind of like that. People like me.
The artist Alphino and his insistence. The saviors of the world!
Saviors of the world? Are you being serious?
Yeah, man.
Oh, gods, you are.
Dog, I am the motherfucking warrior of darkness.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival.
Uriaje over here JoJo posing for absolutely no reason.
Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
I'm very excited about the prospect of these Final Fantasy trains. I hope Ghost Train shows up. I love Ghost Train, FF6, best girl. Oh, Zilla.
We'll be
Ghost
back
Train
as
is a
soon as we
boss
can,
fight.
and we'll bring the whole world with us.
And you don't even need to wait that long. Ghost Train is a boss fight in fucking Stormblood.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Okay. Julia Chai is so supportive. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and say there's side content, and then there is big quotation marks side content, which, like, you might as well do it. It's actually really important to do. Exarch. Shall we see how we might be of service? Yeah, alright. Julia Chai. When he asked for my hand, my husband promised that he would one day build a Talos that could take us to the very heavens, and now he'll do it! Hey, Chinos, how you holding up, buddy? Yeah, what's up? Have the designs ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? I can even attempt to design anything. I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of locals. As I heard, no one lives here. Bunny bunny banunny banunny banoy. Shocked kitty pose. Bruh, I am wiggling. I can't wait to kick that train's ass again. Okay, I mean, it's not the MSQ, so you can miss it. True. But also, it's like side content. What? A village of your Moran exiles? But those people have every reason to know the free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that bloody lift. I never should have written it up here. Never should have. I can't do it. It's impossible. Oh dear. Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Eigild. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. He's so cute. Him's little pawsies hands. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Choose words that will best encourage Chai knows in order to succeed. Fuck. So glad you're here to witness the Chais. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirit sufficiently during the conversation. These are among my favorite side characters in the entire game. The Chais are so fucking good. Duty commenced. Chai Nose is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. Towers of that size, no one's ever even dreamed of it. Alphino once struggled to collect firewood. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. China still harbors some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. They're not bally likely to give it. Tristel's among them. You said so yourself, lest you've forgotten, we've essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first steps. I know. Unless we take the first step, that can never be reconciliation. Time to save the straight white cat boy. Oh god, he did, didn't he? Give him a head pat. Poor kitty needs encouragement. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. China still harbors some misgivings. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. Even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to bygones be bygones, they'd think the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. Essentially sent to his death. No, Nose is right. They literally had him tossed off the skyscraper. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Well, now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. China is feeling somewhat optimistic. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vorthree and only succeed in provoking it.
In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. I'll protect you. I'll protect everyone. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. But very well, you've made your conviction clear, and I'm assured in spite of myself. I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly, if nothing else. China's is burning with motivation. Duty complete. He just pulls out a plate of cold spaghetti from his coat. Yes, yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Oh, we got that weird darkness. Okay, no, it's gone. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Trystal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulm. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, I'm not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes.
Hello? The picture froze again.
What's up? Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Ha 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 ha. Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. What is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams, my friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accompanied numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are men of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible.
Now I can. Did you hear me?
Smile.
Can't be doing that.
Come, darling. Like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. Uh-huh. Exarch shows up and hands China as an invitation to smash. That could be a double entendre, or you could be talking about Smash Brothers. I'm glad my words struck a chord, shall we? Okay, so while we're on the way to the end of this particular quest, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. That's ACIDXSHRK. Where I put, wait, no, I just said that. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream. The chat blocker was done by Isaac, who you can find on Blue Sky at Knucklebone. That's KNUCKLEBONE. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow, with rigging by V747. You! You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Arthur is not the only one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends. But I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. Cross my arms. I'm not sure how I feel. I'm just getting a raid ready. We're gonna go ahead and raid friend of the stream, Juju, who is playing Look Outside at the moment. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge, after all. I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. And one thing is clear to me. All that is in the past. And we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. Rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver.
Okay. Upcoming streams. Thursday, Darksiders Genesis. Friday, Deadly Premonition. Saturday, Final Fantasy XIV. Next Tuesday, we're going to go back to El Paso Elsewhere.
Ah, Wicked White.
Is there a problem?
Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life.
The heart?
That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. Art suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament.
You got it, well, Julia making hard eyes at news in the background. What else? I want to say that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark Chime. Same Shark Chime? Same Shark Time. Same Shark Channel. Take care, everybody.